Hey, good evening, everybody. Currently sitting at 40 degrees here in the home base of Clinton, Missouri. What you're seeing out here on the screen right now is some area temperatures. We got 41 here in Clinton, 43 in Warrensburg, 41 in Harrisonville, 48 in Sedalia. We will have another chilly night, which is great for the deer hunters waking up in the morning. We are going to be having a low around 33, 34 degrees in the morning. So that's going to be perfect deer hunting weather for those getting out in the morning. Tomorrow's high right around the 58 to 60 degree mark. Very, very comfortable. That's in response to this high pressure system that we have up here, centered right around the Chillicothe area right now. That's what's pulling in these cool winds from the northeast. And that will carry on through about Monday and Tuesday. We will start a little bit of a warm up, and we'll get high back around almost close to 70 degrees before next weekend. And we will see a little disturbance come by next weekend, and that will be the precursor to a very active Thanksgiving week, running from around Tuesday all the way through the following Tuesday. So we have several storm systems lining up to affect us. A lot of moisture associated with this. We could be dealing maybe possibly with some severe weather as well. Everybody's going, where's the snow, where's the snow, where's the snow? Anyway, I'm going to get to that here in just a second, guys. So but yeah, we're going to be having a mixed bag, possibly some severe weather as well as some torrential rainfall, as well as possibility of some wraparound frozen precip. As I was telling you guys, this thing has been very consistent. The models have been very consistent. I don't like to talk about these storms this far in advance because we're looking at roughly 2 weeks out. But these things have been very consistent. So I do want to forewarn you guys that are traveling over Thanksgiving week to please be keeping up on the updates. These storm systems continue to get a little stronger and a little stronger. So anything can change. The models that we look at, they tell us what could happen. They don't tell us what will happen. But it is enough of a, especially during a holiday, that's enough, I feel like, to warrant to get some word out, as well as the Covenant TSP going up. I do have my first TSP forecast, actually my second, of the year, and we will sum that up here at the end of the video. So first off, I am going to bring over this and show you guys, and I mentioned this on our last, the last video, that I always look at the 500 millibar. I always look at the 500 millibar upper area. I can't get my doggone. Hang on 1 second, guys. Somehow or another, I've got a pin. Oh, I see. There we go. Alright, so I use the 500 millibar height to determine on where these systems are going to be going, what they're doing, how strong they're going to be. This continues to get stronger and stronger day in and day out. So this is another reason why I feel like that we need to get word out for those that are traveling. So let's put a timestamp on this and we'll go forward. This is today, 11:10. And notice we're still dominated by that east flow coming in from the east, or I'm sorry, from the west coming in. Everything is moving from west to east, all of the storm systems. So we'll be looking for anything coming up here on the California coast. We are in day 35 of the very first LRC cycle for this year. So I'm going to go ahead and we will put this into play. And we'll take a look and see what will be coming in off of the California coast. If I can get anything to cooperate tonight. And I cannot get anything to cooperate. So what we are going to do, for whatever reason, this is being stubborn, and we are going to go very slowly, and I'm going to jump across here to about the 19th, guys. The 19th is about when we start seeing some very active weather start to come through west central Missouri with some showers, thunder showers. And this here is the 17th. And notice this is going to be very gusty winds that will be coming in from the southwest that is going to be driving all of these storm systems coming in off the Pacific across the Midwest and closer to west central Missouri. And as we head into, this is going at a snail pace. It's the user. It's not the user. Doggone it. So basically, I'm just going to skip over this. We're going to go to the 26th, which is on Sunday. That's a Sunday after Thanksgiving. We have a very, very deep low that is centered over western Kansas that is going to be pumping up tons of moisture up here into west central Missouri. We're also going to have this continue to drop further south, bringing in the wraparound cold temperatures right down through on top of Missouri and west central Missouri. I am going to get out of that, and let's see if this one can work any better. Holy cow. This is working the way it ought to be. Alright, so we're on 11:12. We're going to put things into motion. And always keep an eye out over here near California. This is where majority of our storm systems are going to be coming in throughout the entire winter. It's going to depend on how much of this cold Arctic air we can get down to push down with that to get us some winter frozen precip. So as we go into the 16th and 17th, we have a low pressure system that's going to stay just to our north. That's not in that magic zone, which is right down here in the Four Corners. However, it will bring some showers, maybe even some thunder showers, and we will see a cool down right around the 19th. That 540 is the freeze line. That 540 is the freeze line draping across west central Missouri. So we will be having some cold air in place around the 18th and 19th. And then as we head into Christmas week or Thanksgiving week, we will see the 540 line dip all the way down into Texas. And that will spark up some thunder showers, some showers, maybe even some snow showers. Very cold temperatures move in on Tuesday and Wednesday of Thanksgiving week. And look at that, 522. That's getting down into the single digits here draped across west central Missouri on Wednesday the 22nd. And as we move forward, we have yet another low pressure system coming in from California. Look at the isobars. Remember me telling you about it? The closer they are, the stronger the wind. These things are nearly all put together into a solid line. We will be talking in Colorado of winds, just sustained winds of 60 miles an hour plus, with blowing snow, blizzard conditions in Colorado. On the 25th and 26th, it begins to pull out into the Midwest. And notice, we will have a line possibly associating some severe weather out ahead of this low pressure system coming in on Saturday the 25th. And now we're setting ourselves up here in central Kansas for a major ice storm. Snow following behind it. As it continues to push to the east, it will come into west central Missouri on the 26th, on Sunday after Thanksgiving, bringing with it torrential rain, severe weather, possibility of a few tenths of ice, of freezing rain, followed by snow on the tail end of this thing. So this is the system that I feel like that I've been watching this now for the last 8 days. So that would have been almost a month out. I've been watching the same storm. So what does all this mean for west central Missouri? Well, first off, I will tell you, I'm going to bring this map over. Remember, this is just model data. This is total freezing rain. Kansas City points to the north and to the west. Anywhere between a half to 1 inch of ice. Now remember, this is model data. It will change without a doubt. A tenth of an inch of ice in Clinton and most of west central Missouri. And on top of this, we could get an additional 1 to 3 inches of snow here in west central Missouri. So that is the storm system that we are concerned about for those that are going to be traveling. Again, this is model data. It's not what's going to happen, it's what could happen. But it is strong enough indicator so that we need to get word out to those that are going to be traveling. If you have holiday plans for the weekend, Thanksgiving Day, we need to be paying attention to all the updates because this has potential to be a very, very strong system as it moves into west central Missouri. With all that being said, the new TSP for west central Missouri, north of the river on November 27th, that will be on Monday, when everybody returns back to school. After Thanksgiving break, Monday the 27th, north of the river, 15%. South of the river, 10%. Now, as we get a little closer, again, we're almost 2 weeks out, guys. So, as we get a little closer, those numbers could go up or down. But right now, feel comfortable with the 15% chance of a teacher snow day for north of the river on the 27th, and a 10% chance of a teacher snow day south of the river. So hopefully that gives all you teachers out there a little bit of hope. We're not even in winter yet. The new LRC winter prediction will be coming out around December 6th of what we can expect for the winter as well as for the next 10 months out of the year. So we're all excited about it. So if you have any travel plans, family that have travel plans, make sure you keep up to date on all the updates that I'll be having here over the next 2 weeks as we head into the Thanksgiving holiday. Good luck to all the deer hunters in the morning. I hope you guys see a biggin and get a biggin. And I will be updating probably Sunday morning I will be updating the TSP as well as giving an update on what this storm is looking like for Thanksgiving. That is a lot of ice. I am going to stay on here for, probably about another 15 minutes or so. So if anybody has any questions, if they're going to be going out and about and have travel plans, if you want to throw a question out there at me, I'm going to be on live here for a few more minutes. Make sure everybody on Facebook knows that I'm live if they want to ask some questions. So this is just kind of free time right now. So fire away on the chat. And I'm just going to throw a little note stating that I'm live on Facebook right now. All right, I just posted on there live on YouTube. If you have any questions or comments, people can jump in here. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to throw the map back out here again. So as we, when we shrink this up just a little bit, this is Sunday, November 26th at 6 o'clock in the morning. We're going to have a line of thunderstorms after the potential of maybe some flurries and or freezing rain that happened right before this. So wow, what a crazy weather pattern. We could see a few supercells. It's not showing anything severe right now, so it's going to kind of depend on what our it's going to kind of depend on what we see temperature wise and what the upper level winds are going to be doing to help to spread out the potential for some instability. But it is showing some classic supercell parameters associated with that line of storms. And then as we go forward, then we start getting into the freezing rain, snow bands, sleet on about noon on Sunday on the 26th. Red line on Kansas City, rain or ice. Let's see here, let me jump back. That is going to be, that sleet is what the red line is. And then the purple is freezing rain. And then the blue, this is far out that this model will go. But then behind that is going to be the snow on top of that. But you got to remember, we can wake up in the morning and all this just be rain. But it's going to be good news no matter what, because we got all the farmers out there that are just about done, if they're not already, with harvest. We got a lot of duck hunters here in West Central Missouri. They need some more water in the rivers and in the ponds. So this is all good news, whether or not it's rain for the farmers and the hunters, or whether it's snow for the teachers to try to get them an early snow day, the Monday after Thanksgiving. So that's going to be good news no matter what we have. Now, as far as travel implications, we could have some. That's kind of the reason why we need to get word out for anybody with travel plans. And again, this is not going to... So here on Saturday, we're just going to have some rain and thunder showers. We are going to have some cool temperatures ahead or before Thanksgiving. Tuesday, Wednesday, we could have temperatures in the teens. And then as that front comes through and pulls that southern air from down in the Gulf, full of moisture, a little bit of heat, into west central Missouri, we begin to warm up, as you see with these red lines. And then when that cold front finally passes through is when we start to see a lot of thunderstorms and a potential for some winter precip. So, if anybody has any questions, throw them out there at me. Anybody traveling? This is model data. This is from the GFS model. The European model shows kind of a similar setup as well as the blended models from the National Weather Service also show a similar picture. So, being 2 weeks out, showing very, very strong similarity between the models. Continued the consistency over the last few days. This is the reason why it's worth noting. Hey, you bet, Rita. My pleasure. I'm gonna scale this all the way back. So next week we're actually going to have some really nice temperatures as we go through next week. We'll have highs again in the 60s, lows right around freezing to 40 degrees, right in that area, and that's going to hold true all the way through the weekend, through about the 18th and 19th. Hey, Lucky. Good evening. And then right around the 18th, 19th, we'll start seeing some showers, very scattered, and a cold front moves through. As you can see, west central Missouri is actually north of the 540 line, which means it's going to be below freezing. That's about 27, 28 degrees in Clinton at the 534 mark. And that's at 9 a.m. on Saturday on the 18th. And then we'll begin to warm up for a couple days as we head into the 20th, 21st. We'll see this is going to be at 6 o'clock at night. Sun's going to be down. We'll have some showers move through, possibility with some flakes along with that. And that's on Monday the 20th. And take a look here down south, down in near coming into the Boot Hill. They might be setting up for some couple rounds of pretty good snow down in the Boot Hill as well. And if anybody's watching from down in the Springfield area is supposed to actually get a little bit more snow than ice, according to the model data for the Saturday and Sunday after Thanksgiving. So your TSP for the Springfield, Joplin, Neosho area is also at 10%, with us here south of the river. North of the river, we're sitting at 15% TSP for north of the river for a teacher snow day. And those numbers will change here over the next 3 or 4 days as the models continue to pump out more info. And then, of course, as we go into the 24th, 25th, we begin to warm up out ahead of a cold front, very strong cold front. And on Saturday, on the 25th, this is where we're going to start seeing a lot of action here in west central Missouri with thunderstorms, possibility of sleet, freezing rain, followed up with a little bit of snow behind it. Hey, you bet, Lucky. My pleasure. Love to do it. It's exciting. And I get, I don't know how many times I've mentioned about modelitis. And, I preach it and I need to follow it sometimes. But you know, really, this is the first really major storm that has shown up on the models for the last few weeks. So it's a little bit exciting. And also a little bit worrisome because we're going into a major holiday with the potential of some severe storms as well as some winter precip that we'll have to deal with while we're out there on the roads. So this is I enjoy the heck out of doing it, but I get excited as well. But and again, we don't need to panic. Don't want to get anybody anxious, but this is more for fun for the teachers and TSP, our second one of the year. For those that don't know what TSP is, that is kind of a made-up acronym I made last year, standing for Teacher Snow Day Probability. And just kind of something a little fun. Our teachers are definitely overworked and underpaid, and I've been in their shoes for a few days, and I did not like it. So that's you know, if we can make it a little fun for them, that's awesome. So, and again, I'll bring that picture back up. So the TSP for north of the river on November 27th, that's a Monday after Thanksgiving, 15%, and south of the river, 10%. So, and those numbers will likely be going up and down over the next 2 weeks. So if anybody has any more questions, I will go ahead and end this video tonight. And if anybody thinks of any other questions they want to ask, feel free to message me on Facebook, shoot me a message on the website, and I will be putting some of this model data on the website this evening. So if you want to go to www.subbiesweathertalk.com and click on maps and models. And tonight I will be updating with a few of these model runs, and they as well will be changing here over the next few days as we get closer. So everybody have a great night. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you give this video a like, and if you're not subscribed, please, down in your lower right hand corner, you're gonna see my icon for Subby's Weather Talk. Hover it over it, and it will show a subscribe button, and you will be notified whenever I go live on YouTube. So appreciate it, guys. Have a great night. We'll talk to you soon.